We're out here today at BCS. I'm with Ryan. Ryan, we are surrounded by some big kid toys, and these are some really cool implements. So tell us about what is BCS and what do we have here today?
Sure. I work for BCS. BCS is the largest European manufacturer of two-wheel tractors, and we are the North American importer. So throughout US and Canada, we're the source for them. A two-wheel tractor is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a smaller version of a large four-wheel farm tractor. Same features and everything, condensed down to a single axle with all the different attachments you'd find on a larger tractor.
You know, because looking at this, it looks, you know, like a rototiller, like a lot of us see, but it's so much more than that, the potential.
Exactly. We kind of got pigeonholed for a while as the best tiller you could buy, and people didn't refer to us other than our tiller. It's definitely our most popular attachment. Right. But as I can show you real quickly, it's much more than just a tiller. That tiller is simply one of the attachments. Pops right off with our quick hitch system, and that's actually the PTO connection point right there. So now I could put any number of other rear-mounted soil working attachments on here. I could also spin the handlebars around, put on mowing attachments or snow removal attachments. Really a four-season tool. So rather than buying a lesser quality engine to run your tiller and then letting it sit for 9 months of the year before you have to fight with it to wake it back up again the next spring, or the same thing with a snow thrower, just a no-name engine brand attached to your snow thrower that you use maybe once or twice a year. Instead, you've got a Honda GX series powering all the implements, taking up less space as well.
And you were talking some of the benefits of the engine as far as the power, you know, chain-driven, belt-driven. You know, what are the benefits of this Honda engine?
Exactly. So yeah, it is, like I said, it's the GX series, which is Honda's commercial series engine. So best you can get, like I said. But also, it is, as you mentioned, a gear-driven transmission. So there aren't any belts to slip or stretch or reset the tension on. There aren't any chains that can break. You're getting all of all of the power from the engine straight to the implement. So I mean, it's something that we refer to as bulletproof, and it comes with a lifetime warranty for that reason.
And it looks like you have some different models that we're looking at. So you know, kind of a small, medium, large, almost. But
sure,
what would be the differences or the benefits of some of these other models versus, you know?
Sure. The 722 that I've got front and center here has probably been the most popular with the homeowners, the consumer level. It's really great for the weekend warrior, the backyard gardener, but it can also power most of our mowing attachments, our pressure washer, things like that, so you can still use it to clean up the property. It'll also power our smaller snow throwers, so you can still clear the driveway in the winter with it. It's a great little machine. If you want to get a little bit more versatility, some of the larger versions of our attachments, you can step up to something like the 739, which is kind of right in the middle. It'll power nearly every attachment we have, just not the largest versions of some of the attachments.
And you know, we talked, you know, briefly showed us how easy it is to remove attachment. Is that, you have another machine over here. Let's go take a look.
Sure.
And show us how easy it is to swap out the attachments.
Sure. So a much larger version here. This is actually one of our biggest machines. It's the 770. It has hydrostatic drive, which is pretty cool. It means you actually don't have to shift the clutch or vary the throttle at all to change directions. It's all just done from this lever right here. This has been very popular with professional growers, but to show some of the bigger attachments here and a bigger tractor, just wanted to show how easy it is. It's one of the bigger machines.
Yeah, so let's see how easy it is to swap it off and change out attachments.
Okay, so we'll be going from a front-mounted flail mower to a rear-mounted rear-tine tiller with our precision depth roller. These are two extremely popular attachments with the professional growing community. So the first step is just to flip the lever on the quick hitch here. Just lift that up, that lifts the pin. And so now I can actually just pull that flail mower right off. The easiest way to do that I've found is just to put the tractor in gear. Wheels aren't going to move. And I can just pull that flail mower right off. Actually, if you want to grab those handlebars so the engine doesn't bang on the ground. You can just set it down. So pulls out that easily. Now if I want to reorient the handlebars for a rear mount attachment, you just pop out these shifting rods. One on each side. That's your PTO implement engagement and your gear selector. And then squeeze one handle. Handlebars swing all the way around. Pop the shifting rods back in. And now we'll move it over to our tiller. Oh, put it back in neutral. Now just line that PTO up. drop the pin. Now it's ready for
That's
tilling.
just simple as can be. It took a minute or so to swap out implements.
Yeah, and a little bit of extra time to explain it. So yeah,
Right.
if you know what you're doing, you can have it done pretty quickly.
Right. And you were even talking about how the handlebar spins. We went from front to back, but you can even operate it on the side. So if you're on a slope.
That's true. If you're on a slope or if you're tilling in this case, you definitely don't want to leave fresh footprints in your freshly tilled soil. So you can offset it to the right or left. They're also height adjustable. So we don't want you to have to bend over, going down the row with your back bent. Or that's also really handy at the end of the row to rotate or turn around without the tines dragging on the ground. You can lower the handles, and that way when you lift up the tiller, you're just using your legs rather than your back.
So it's a great implement. It's very versatile for the homeowner on up to probably commercial people also. So if people are interested in this, where can they go to find out more information on it?
BCSAmerica.com is our website. You can find your local dealer there. We've got over 700 of them in the U.S. and Canada. So wherever you're at, you shouldn't be too far from one of our dealers. Or just give us a call, and we're happy to help.
So for more information on this great system, it's been a pleasure to be out here. Make sure you go to gardentime.tv, and we'll click you over to BCS's website. So, this makes me want to get out in the yard and play with a whole bunch of really cool tools.
It's very fun to use, very fun to sell, because everybody who gets one, they just really love it. So,
Well, thanks for being with us today, Brian. We appreciate it.
Thank you.